This is a video on longtail cast on. I will be demonstrating that here. I have a worsted weight yarn in a variegated color. My needles are a size 8. If you're just starting out, I would recommend Susan Bates needles. They're pretty inexpensive. But if you're more serious about knitting, then I would recommend the KnitPicks Harmony Wood needles. They are very good and they're my absolute favorite, and also very pretty. I'm going to be using a Susan Bates right now. When you're setting up for your cast on, you want to take your yarn from the center of the skein and leave yourself about 18, at least for this project, 18 inches of tail. And we are going to end up casting on 20 stitches. Generally you want to leave a ½ inch to an inch per stitch that you want to cast on as a tail. When you determine how much tail you want, you'll have to play with it. Do it a couple times and see if you run out of tail or if you have way too long. And just play with it and see what you get. I left about 18 inches and we're going to do 20 stitches. So once you figure out how much you need, you're going to want to make a slip knot. And this is how I do it. I lay it in my hand. I'm going to wrap it around my 2 fingers. And then from the back, just kind of tuck it in, make a loop, and then pull it snug. Very simple. And then you insert your needle into the slip knot. And next, what you're going to want to do is separate your tail end. I'm going to put it on the left and your skein end on the right. And then you're going to take your needle and place it in your hand between your thumb and first finger. Next, what you're going to want to do is take your tail end and place it over your thumb, just like that, and then take the skein end and take your finger over it. And you're just going to take your needle and pull it down a little bit so you have a V right there. And then you're going to want, once you get your V, take your pinky and ring finger and kind of just hang on to those 2 ends. Then you're going to take your needle and go around the far loop of your thumb and the near loop of your finger at the same time. Then move your needle to the left and up, and then slip your thumb out. So you've got a little loop there. Then you're going to take your thumb and just pull it tight. Now you've got 2 stitches on your needle. So then set up again. You're going to put your thumb under, catch that tail end, and make your V, and then catch the far end of the thumb, near end of the finger, loop it, let go with your thumb, and pull tight. Then catch it again, far end, near end, let go, pull tight. So then catch it, far end, near end, let go, and pull tight. Once you get used to doing the motion, you can just do it quickly and you don't even really think about what you're doing. It's just all one movement, sort of. Gotta bear with me, this is my first video. You'll have to let me know what you think. Okay, so that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, you just, if you get a little flub, just stop what you're doing and reset your V and try again. When you're pulling it tight, don't pull it too tight. If you tend to make it too tight, then you can do one of two things. Cast on on a larger knitting needle than you intend to use, or you can put a smaller needle, possibly a size 1 or 2, just lay it with the other needle, and that will leave you a little extra space so your stitches aren't too tight. But this one is fairly easy to control your tension when you're casting on like this. All you do is just leave it a little looser, or you can pull it a little tighter, whichever you need. I'm just going to go to the end here. You don't want to get too close to the end of your yarn. You'll always be left with a little bit of a tail. In one of my later videos, I'll show you how I personally weave in the yarn as I go. I think it makes it easier. So see, I'm running out. I can't control it as much, so that's where I would stop if I'm just doing, you know, a swatch or whatever. If you need to still cast on more and you've gotten to the point where you can't control it very well, then I would recommend either ripping it out and starting again, or you can continue with a standard knit-on cast-on. You can see the knit-on cast-on in a later video as well. So then all you do is turn your needle over and start knitting. And like I said, later episodes you can see how I would knit this in as I go. Alright, thanks for watching, and do let me know what you think. This has been a long tail cast on.